Internet! It's Monday. So I figured we'd start the worst day off of the week with some discussion about some of the worst people around right now. Sound good? Cool, because today we're talking about Kanye West attempting his first official solo stream and almost immediately getting banned, new video evidence against Caroline Miller, a mother who claimed a man tried to kidnap her son while in a Walmart, has been released calling into question her claims that ultimately led to a man's arrest, and Virginia Giuffre, one of the most vocal proponents against Epstein, was found dead last Friday. All in this, everyone deserves to be scrutinized right now, episode of... But, like always, if you're new here, make sure you smash that subscribe button so you never miss an update. But I'm gonna guess that you won't. Mostly because your mom told me you're a little bitch.
Kanye West was banned from Twitch just 7 minutes into his first solo livestream on April 25th.
On April 25th, Kanye West launched his first personal Twitch stream. Within just 7 minutes, Twitch terminated the broadcast and suspended his account, citing a violation of its community guidelines and terms of service. During the brief stream, West made anti-Semitic and anti-LGBTQ+ remarks, performed "My heart goes out to you all" salute, and praised the mustache man. Actions pretty consistent with his increasingly controversial public behavior. Despite the stream's abrupt end, he quickly gained nearly 3,000 followers and averaged around 1,500 concurrent viewers, reflecting some strong public curiosity. Twitch acted swiftly to cover their own interests, removing him before his actions could escalate into a larger liability for the platform. West hasn't publicly commented on the ban as of recording. His recent actions have resulted in a widespread condemnation and the severing of business ties from former partners. His conduct has also fractured some relationships with some pretty prominent internet figures. For one, back in January, Kayne canceled a planned collaboration with West following concerns about his behavior. Aiden Ross had expressed some willingness to step in, but that stream has yet to occur. In context, Twitch's decisive move to suspend West was both necessary and, well, correct. Did you catch his stream? Did you expect something not racist to come out of his mouth? Let me know what you think.
A Georgia man, Mahendra Patel, accused of attempting to abduct a toddler in a Walmart, is fighting back to clear his name. Video footage reviewed by media outlets appears to contradict the mother's dramatic claims of a tug-of-war, showing no struggle between them.
On March 18th, Mahendra Patel, age 56, was arrested after a mother of two, Caroline Miller, age 26, accused him of attempting to abduct her 2-year-old son inside of a Walmart. According to Miller, Patel distracted her by asking where Tylenol was located, then attempted to grab her son from her lap, resulting in what she describes as a tug-of-war confrontation. Patel firmly denies the accusation. He states that he simply noticed the child losing balance on Miller's motorized shopping cart and instinctively reached out to steady him. Patel's family asserts he was urgently searching for some Tylenol for his 86-year-old mother and had no ill intent. Now, unfortunately for Miller, some recently released critical video evidence seems to undermine her allegations. Multiple camera angles show no visible struggle between the pair. Instead, the footage captures brief, seemingly benign interactions between the two. Patel is seen stepping back respectfully after speaking to Miller, calmly purchasing his items, and leaving the store without incident. Controversially, Patel, who says he was only trying to steady a falling child, is now facing some serious consequences, including jail threats and intense public scrutiny. Despite the new evidence, the Ackwood Police Department continues to stand by their arrest, claiming their unreleased footage tells a different story. Or maybe their footage shows a lack of investigation, perhaps maybe a bias towards the mother of two? Patel's family and attorney argue that Miller's prior history of litigation, including an ongoing lawsuit against Lyft over a 2021 alleged assault, calls into question her entire credibility. They also note the devastating impact the arrest has had on Patel's mental and physical well-being behind bars. If Miller's allegations ultimately prove to be false, there really should be a serious conversation here about consequences for those who make baseless accusations. From the available footage, Patel's actions appear motivated by concern, not criminal intent. The incident increasingly feels less like a thwarted abduction and more like an opportunistic attempt at claiming victimhood. Without accountability for false claims, trust in legitimate allegations risk being eroded. Also, a Change.org petition in support of Patel has gained some momentum. Supporters emphasize his reputation for integrity and decry what they view as a case of discrimination and unjust criminalization based on assumptions, not evidence. In sum, Patel's case underscores the critical importance of thorough investigation and dangers of allowing public perception to override factual review.
Virginia Giuffre, a key survivor and accuser in the Epstein scandal, has been found dead at her farm in Western Australia at the age of 41. Police confirmed her death is not being treated as suspicious.
Virginia Giuffre, aged 41, died by her own hand on Friday night at her home near Perth, Western Australia, authorities confirmed. Emergency services responded to her residence where they were unable to revive her. Police stated that there was no suspicious circumstances surrounding her death, if you choose to believe that. Giuffre, a mother of 3, was internationally recognized as a central figure in the fight against SA, publicly accusing Epstein and Britain's Prince Andrew of exploitation when she was a teenager. She alleged that she was trafficked to wealthy associates, including the prince, when she was only 17 years old. Her family statement attributed her death to the overwhelming toll of lifelong abuse. However, the circumstances have raised some quiet but serious questions. Giuffre's death comes years after Epstein himself died under controversial conditions in a high-security prison, an event still widely regarded with suspicion. The parallels between their deaths are a little difficult to ignore here. Two figures tied to powerful interests, both dying by their own hand under convenient and isolated circumstances. Giuffre's accusations contributed significantly to public pressure on Epstein and his network, helping bring his operations into light. Given the history of the case, Giuffre's death warrants a little closer scrutiny, at least in my opinion, because it's getting increasingly difficult to dismiss the patterns here. And by that, I mean individuals who pose a serious threat to exposing powerful networks find themselves silenced, sometimes permanently. In this context, Virginia's death can't simply be written off without deeper, more transparent investigations. And on that bit of, I don't know if I believe the official story here, news, I'm gonna call it. If you liked what you saw here, do me a favor and hit that like button, help spread some news. So yeah, I'll catch you next time. Bye.